Good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is James Ferrara. I'm the president of Inteletravel.com. I'm very excited to be with you this morning at the invitation of your founder and Andy Coffin, the president and CEO of Planet Marketing. And I don't know if those gentlemen are going to be able to join us this morning. There's a lot of preparation going on, as you can imagine. But I will do my best to answer any questions that you have regarding Inteletravel, certainly, and to help you in any way I can. We are set up in an unusual way this morning in that you cannot speak. I'm afraid everyone's on mute, and that's been done by Planet at this point just to protect your privacy. This is a sensitive time for everybody, and at their request, the webinar has been set up this way. We won't have to do this for much longer. Obviously, we're very close to changing that, but for the moment, this is to protect your own identity and privacy. However, you can type anything you like into the question box, and I will stop along the way and answer all of your questions. So I'm just giving everybody a moment to log on this morning, but let me tell you what the purpose of today's webinar is. This is not a marketing presentation that I would give to you or you would give to someone else to become an Inteletravel home-based travel agent. That will happen at other times. This is actually an in-depth look at our travel program for you, a small group of experienced leaders, people who already understand what a home-based travel program is, how it works, and you have experience with the sale of travel, or folks in your downline do. And so your founder and Andy wanted you folks to get a preview of Inteletravel's program, and really for us to focus a bit on what might be different between Inteletravel's program and the experience that you've had at other companies. So that's really what today is about. That's what we're going to talk about. And that said, I'm going to break my own rule there for a second, because what's on the screen right now is our marketing website. And this is Inteletravel.com, and this is where you would go to find out what it's like to become an agent and why you should become a home-based travel agent. We're not going to spend a lot of time here, but I want you to be aware of it, and then you can come back on your own to www.inteletravel.com, and you can poke around, and you're getting an advanced view of the program. This is a brand new website, just launched in the last couple of weeks, unrelated to our partnership with Planet. This has been in the works for a long time, but it's a happy coincidence that it got launched just before we're about to break our news about this partnership. And let me say about the partnership for a moment. Let me tell you how we view it at Inteletravel. We have 25 years experience. As you can see, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary next year. And we have 25 years of experience and expertise at selling travel, and specifically at supporting home-based travel agents in a far-flung network in all 50 United States, and in fact, all over the world. So we are, I like to think, very good at what we do, expert at it. What we're not so good at is telling our story and getting more people interested and excited and joining us. We're just not builders. We are travel people. We are travel sellers, and we have broken records, and we have had great achievements in the travel industry, and we enjoy great recognition in the travel industry, insider status, leadership status in the industry, but we're just not great at getting more agents. And we've tried a lot of things over the years. So for us, this partnership is a blessing and a natural one, because your founder and Andy Coffin and all of you are extremely good at motivating people, at helping them grab opportunity, at getting them excited and passionate, and having them join your team. That's what you're expert at. So we really can't imagine a better marriage. Now, there are a lot of network marketing companies out there. There are a lot of network marketing leaders and founders who make all kinds of claims about themselves and their abilities. And that doesn't all turn out to be the most reliable information. But I can tell you, I've known Andy Kaufman for years. I tried to hire him myself. So I envy you that you have this gentleman to manage and administrate your company. I think the world of him. He's extremely, extremely talented manager and leader. And then in the last year, I've spent a lot of time with your founder, and I am impressed beyond words. It is rare, I believe, in network marketing to find somebody with the integrity of this gentleman, and certainly with the achievement, yes, but there are a lot of people who have brought together numbers. The question is, how have they treated those people? And I believe that your founder brings incredible integrity and ethics to the network marketing business, which in some instances could certainly use it. And he's rare, and we are proud and privileged to be partnered with him. So we think that finally there is an opportunity in network marketing partnered with a real travel product that is limitless. I've heard lots of people say they're going to change the industry, and lots of people say they're going to be $1 billion company. But I think that these two companies coming together have the first legitimate opportunity to do that. So that's where we are on our partnership. Again, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the question box, and I will stop along the way and do my best to answer them for you. So on Inteletravel.com, a couple of things I want to point out to begin with. If you scroll down a bit on this landing page, you'll see one of the things we have here is a scroll, is a ticker of actual commissions being paid at the moment to real live Inteletravel independent agents. You get a first name and a last initial, obviously to preserve some privacy. You get the amount of the commission check that's being released right now, and you see the products that have been sold. Celebrity Cruises, Tadow Tours, Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, and Travel Insured. Love to see the travel insurance there. Should be part of every travel transaction. And we do this, obviously, to let consumers know, to let your customers know, your potential customers know, that this is a real opportunity, that people are actually making money doing this, and these people are regular people. They are not people with industry experience. They are not traditional travel agents. They're real estate brokers and teachers and entrepreneurs and network marketing people and every kind of person you could think of, every profile you could think of, and it's working for them. And they're actually making thousands of dollars for something that costs them a few $100s. So that's a great feature. We also have a feature you can see pulled out here, but it's also at the top, our agents, which gives you a profile of several of our agents. Some of them are top sellers, some of them are just interesting agents, and it's their stories, and you can click for a detailed story on each of them, and this puts, again, helps people to understand the opportunity and puts a face on it. Who becomes an Inteletravel agent, and why, and what are the results? So I really like that feature a lot. You can click through the links, how it works, what the benefits are of being an agent, and so on. And then really critical is our guarantee. We have a 3-part guarantee at Inteletravel, which we call InteleTrust. And IntelliTrust starts with our 100% no questions asked money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason in your first 30 days as an Inteletravel agent, you get all of your money back, no questions asked, doesn't matter why. And we've done this for many years. This helps people believe in us, and it takes the risk out for signing up. So this should be very helpful to you as you build your organizations. The second one we have is a risk-free profit guarantee, and this is the only legitimate guarantee of this kind that I've ever seen from a home-based business. And it is in your first year, if you don't make as much as it cost you to be associated with Inteletravel, we will pay you back the difference. Now, I've seen versions of guarantees that are designed for breakage, what we call breakage, right? They make claims, but they're impossible to fulfill. And that is not the case here. These guarantees are real, and they are reasonable and fair. So the third one is our best travel price guarantee. And what that tells you is if you find a better price within certain windows for the different types of travel, you have air, car, hotel, cruise, vacation package, and tour, we will either meet it or beat it. And if we can't, we'll pay you back 110% of the difference. So very important that you know, besides our 25 years of reputation and credibility and our standing in the industry, we're also putting behind this product a 3-part guarantee that removes the risk for your customers, any risk that they might perceive. So I think you have a stellar product to offer in the Inteletravel's home-based business program. Of course, I think that, right? I'm going to take you from here into our agent back office, and this is where you would go once you become an Inteletravel agent. And I want to give you a quick tour of some of the features of the program. Oops, I guess I should click that. Whoops. And this is what happens if you don't get your credentials correct. Good security. I know why. There we go. When you come to the back office, you'll get a personal welcome. And in the center area here, we're going to draw your attention to important first steps you ought to take as a new agent and important reminders, even if you've been an agent for a while. On the right, a quick widget for the booking engines, but on the left, your most important part. This agent menu is really your control panel for your entire home-based business and travel. And if you were to come back here as a new agent and just click through each of these links and read a little bit on each of these links, you would understand the entire program from soup to nuts. So it's very direct, very simple the way we've set it up. There are current hot deals, and this links to a library of many, many hot deals for this week from all of our top suppliers. But I'm going to take you down this list to start off with. In my profile, this is where you control your information. You can update your personal information. You can update your credit card. You can change your password on your own. You can view your reports, travel commission reports, and there's a nice feature here to include all of your frequent flyer or frequent guest programs, as I do. I find this very useful. It's one place to go to get all that information for myself. If I had not created my personal website as an agent, I would, this link would say create my website. But because I already have one, it changes dynamically to edit my website, because I can go back and change things. Creating a website takes exactly 2 minutes in Inteletravel system. It is free. This is a big difference I think, between Inteletravel and some of you, your past experience. We don't sell a website. So if you've been in that situation before, that's not where you are now. You're not selling a website. You're selling a home-based travel agent program. Our website is just one of many tools that we offer our agents. It is not mandatory that you use it, completely up to you. And some of our top-selling agents don't use it. And they sell travel in other ways. A lot of them the old-fashioned way, through groups and contacts and socializing. And that's fine, too. We don't sell websites. We sell a full opportunity in the travel industry. But if you're interested in having a website, and I think you should be, these simple instructions, simple frequently asked questions are answered here, and your website is set up as yourname.inteletravel.com. There are some exceptions to that. You can request an exception if your name is too long, or if you work in a company name, we can look at that too. But that's basically how they're all set up. This is how it works. You fill out this handful of fields. You can put in a marketing statement or a slogan. If you're using a company name for your travel business, you could do that, Bob's Son and Tours, and you upload a photo, as I did here. You click upload, and there is a short review period, 48 hours. We're often quicker than that, but we're just making sure your photo is appropriate and your content is appropriate. Commissions. I understand that this might be a little different than your current experience in that we give you complete commission report so that you can see all the detail of what you've been booking, what you've been paid or not paid on yet. And by the way, this comes also, I think I can show you this. Let's see. I'll show it to you when we get to a few slides. But this comes on your commission check stub as well, so that when you get paid a travel commission, you actually see all the detail right on the commission stub for your customer name, the destination, the booking ID, the total charges, and then the commission amount, your portion of the commission. All of that, just like it is here, is right on your check stub. So there's complete transparency and lots of information for you. And we give you some tips on how to use that information actually to manage your business. So everything is explained right here in the website, right where it exists. So we try to keep things very easy for you, very intuitive. You don't need a class to use Inteletravel's programs or systems. It's all upfront and fully explained. Everything about commissions is explained here, and how you qualify for different commission bonuses. Our program is very, very simple. We're not a network marketing company. There are only one or two steps to it, but it is a rich travel commission program, and there's a really big difference between the way Inteletravel earns and pays commissions and any other company that I've seen out there who purports to do what we have been doing for 25 years. The big difference is that we have no intermediaries in our relationships with all of the big brand names. You are, as an Inteletravel agent, appointed and accredited to sell every brand in the travel industry to every reasonable destination in the travel industry, anywhere travel agents sell. Okay? No exclusions. And we are a top national account for nearly all the major brands. So the commissions that are paid to Inteletravel are the highest commissions in the industry. There are no 10% commissions on cruises. We earn 16% commissions on most cruises. And then you get your portion based on that 16% with no limiting language, no fine print, no legalese. Okay, and so the earning potential, what I've heard from some of the folks I've spoken to in your group and in other groups too, what I've heard is that under Inteletravel's program, you can double the commissions that you were earning on the same sale versus some other company. So keep that in mind in terms of the earning potential of this opportunity. We have those direct relationships. There is no Travelocity affiliate program or Priceline hotel program where essentially then if you're working through one of those programs, and many of you are, and maybe don't even realize it, but you're getting a split of the commission instead of the full commission directly from the hotel or directly from the cruise line. And that's a huge difference with Inteletravel. These relationships that we have with suppliers also are not just business. They go back, some of them over 20 years. Some of the current presidents of cruise lines and vacation companies were field representatives for Inteletravel 20 years ago. So we've known them all that time. I personally, I'm currently president of Inteletravel, have been for some time. I was a co-founder of the company almost 25 years ago, so I've been there since day one. Let's talk a bit about, I'm going to skip over booking engines for a moment. We're going to come back to that. But I do want to talk about some travel tools. Not this one, sorry. Let's get you to the right place. First, let's talk about deals. So, a big goal for us, a main goal for us at Inteletravel is to make you fully competitive as a travel seller. Because I love network marketing. It's always fascinated me. I wish I was smart enough to be able to do it. But I think it's extremely powerful. But I also think there is a poor quality way to do network marketing. And I've seen many companies that put you at a great disadvantage as a distributor or as a rep. They send you out into the world and they ask you to use your personal relationships to lean on Uncle Fred and have him buy his electricity from you or buy his health product from you, and you know that he could get a better product or a better deal on electricity at a much lower price, and what you're offering him is not really a value. And I've seen countless network marketing companies put people like us in that position. At Inteletravel, it's exactly the opposite. We are constantly working to make you the most competitive travel seller out there. We are negotiating private contracts with the top brands in the travel industry. We are providing you with technology that leverages all the best information, the widest array of information, and gives you the best price for the product. So we're not asking you to go out and burn your personal relationships. Instead, we're asking you to go out to your social network and say, you can buy your travel through me, and it will not cost you any more, and it might cost you less. And that's a much better position for you to be in, obviously. So here's an example. We have black car limousine service all over the world through Carry, Worldwide Chauffeured Services. In car rental, we have the best provider there is, the best service there is, and that's Hertz, the best cars. But Hertz is often thought of as a legacy car rental company and maybe a little expensive. We have a discount contract with Hertz and its family of brands, which includes Dollar and Thrifty. So that now Hertz comes on the lower end of the pricing spectrum and sometimes is the lowest price in our booking engine. Our booking engine searches 50 brands in car rental. I bet you didn't even know there were 50 brands in car rental. That's worldwide, and it's every car rental company you've ever heard of. And you are free to sell any of them. But you're going to find that the Hertz deals look really great, and then we're going to make a little argument to you about why you should use Hertz and our other preferred partners. I had the same kind of relationships we have in air, car, hotel, and cruise lines. In cruises, we have over 2,000 sailings every year where we've set aside group space for you, together with amenities and special pricing, sometimes bonus commissions, extras included for your customers, gifts, welcome cocktail parties, a free shore excursion, an onboard host, any number of things that the general public doesn't have access to. So we're giving you an exclusive offer that can't be shopped around at a great price with a top-level commission, and we've set aside space for you too. So if the ship sells out early in the season, we might still be holding space on that sailing. If you went to the cruise line's website, you might not get any availability. Well, we still have availability. It's an amazing program. It covers all the major brands, and it is something that you could do on your own. If any of you are advanced sellers in travel, then you know that you could put together a group on a cruise, pick a date, a ship, and put together a group. You could do many of them, but of course it's tons of work. You negotiate with the cruise line, you include the amenities, you put all the marketing information together. You have to go out and fill the group, otherwise you could lose it. You have to get a certain minimum number of cabins, right? And then you have to administrate it. You have to keep the rooming lists and work with the cruise lines. It's very, very lucrative. And if your goal is to become a advanced travel seller and a profitable travel seller, then it's a strategy we highly recommend that you learn how to sell groups. But it's work and it's advanced knowledge. What we've done is we've set up 2,000 groups for you, over 2,000 groups now for you. And all you have to do is sell into them. You're not responsible to sell the whole group. You sell one cabin, 2 cabins, 10 cabins. It's up to you. So it's an incredible advantage for you in cruise. In hotel, we have several different programs. We have 4- and 5-star hotels that are Inteletravel exclusives that include breakfast for 2, early check-in, late check-out, an upgrade to a better room if available on check-in, and a welcome gift in the room from the manager of the hotel. We have another series of rates that are not just 4- and 5-star, but 2- and 3-star also, that are from our sister company, Hickory Global Partners. We own another business that is a consortium in the business and corporate travel market. Its members are huge business travel agencies, so you won't have any direct involvement with Hickory. It's not a host agency, but we get to share resources between the two companies. And one of the things that we take from Hickory is their world-famous hotel program. It's considered really the best in the industry. And there we have 40,000 hotels that have bonuses, that have guaranteed best available rate, and then sometimes a discount off that, and then bonuses like free Wi-Fi, free parking, free breakfast, any number of things. All of these rate programs come up, the cruise, the hotel, the car, come up in our booking engines. So, and then there are other ways you can access them too, but if you make a simple search in our booking engine, you will find these in the results and they'll be identified for you. Again, making you an incredibly competitive seller, bringing real value to your customers, not bringing them the lotion at 3 times what it would cost at the store. Right? We also do this in air. We have an air program at Inteletravel that allows you to make commissions on air and to make service fees on air tickets. We have just about every major airline in the world participating now through our contracts. And here's how you should think about it. As far as domestic air goes within the United States, so from any airport in the U.S. to another airport in the U.S., those flights are not commissionable to anybody in the industry. There are rare exceptions. If you have some long-haul flights between airports in New York and San Francisco or LA, transcontinental flights, some of those flights are commissionable, but there's so few that I like you to think of domestic as not commissionable at all. But what's interesting is domestic in Canada, from Canada to Canada, or domestic in Mexico, anywhere in Mexico to another place in Mexico, those are fully commissionable. All of those flights are commissionable. And of course, any international flights from the U.S. to any other country or from country to country even originating outside the US, anywhere in the world, those flights are commissionable also. Commissions range from 3% to 25%, and there are even some Middle Eastern luxury airlines that pay a 40% commission. But in general, somewhere between 3 and 8% is the usual range for commission. And then in addition to that, we pay a $10 ticket fee. We charge a $10 service fee on every airline ticket we issue, and you get your share of that fee also. So for the first time in many years, we went, I think, about 12 years without being able to earn anything on commissions. But due to the change in technology and some changes in the industry and our ability to negotiate contracts, we now have a full air program for you, and you can earn money on air. I will say to you, it's not something we want you to concentrate on, right? We want you to really sell cruise, vacation package and tour, groups. That's how you really make money. But air is a necessity, and sometimes it's a lead-in to get your customers started with you. So we understand that. A moment about preferred travel partners, since we've been talking about it. Inteletravel allows you to work with any reasonable vendor, any reasonable travel supplier in the world. We want to make sure that they're reputable, so you want to check with us or you want to check their credentials. We give you some things to look for. But you can sell anything. Does that mean you should sell anything or you should sell everything? No. We have a very strong preferred partner philosophy at Inteletravel. We want you to support the people who support us, right, who support you. So that's number one. Number two, we've gone out and done the work for you, and we have found the best brands in each part of the travel industry, each market in the travel industry. And then we negotiated with them to get the highest commissions, to get the best pricing, to get educational and marketing support for you, to get you VIP access to that support, so you're just not fighting for attention like any other travel agent, but we actually have people assigned to us to help you sell the product. And we've done that not with some stable of brands that you've never heard of, not with timeshare inventory, but with the brands everybody knows and wants. Carnival, Celebrity, Club Med, Crystal Cruises, Disney Cruise Line, Funjet Vacations, Globus, GoGo Vacations, Hertz, Holland America Line, Marriott, MSC Cruises, Norwegian Cruise Line, Oceania, Princess, Regent, Royal Caribbean, Sandals and Beaches Resorts, Shore Excursions Group, which allows you to sell shore excursions on cruises and actually earn a full commission on them. Tauk, Travel Insured for travel insurance, so important. Viking River Cruises, Walt Disney World Resort. You get the idea. These are the brands, the top brands in the industry and in the world, and they're the ones that Inteletravel works with, and works closely with. There are also, of course, fam trips and travel agent rates and privileges in the industry, and that's part of being a home-based travel agent. You have to have the right intentions in mind to make use of these, and Inteletravel administrates and manages these carefully, and that's why after 25 years we are still in the position that we're in the travel industry. And of course there have been many companies who've tried to do something like what we do and have fallen on the rocks over issues related to abusing industry privileges. So we do a lot of teaching about this. We have some rules and regulations. We have a great article here that all of our agents are required to read before taking advantage of any of these privileges. We actually go out into the industry and we find the best FAM opportunities for you, and we weed out the bad ones, because you probably know there are a lot of things in the industry that are called FAMs, and it's really just distressed inventory that they're trying to get rid of, and sometimes the suppliers are unknown or disreputable, and so what we try to do is go out and tell you about the good ones. But you're welcome to look on your own also. It's just a little service we provide here. We answer all the frequently asked questions about this issue here as well. So our agents are well informed, and consequently, we don't have issues. I can show you, I'm just going to, because I know we're running a little long, show you quickly a few tools. There are others, but I do want you to see that you have a client newsletter that you can build. And you can send as many of these as you like, as often as you like. It's an e-newsletter. And you just point and click on the deals in our library of current hot deals that you want to include. Maybe you sell only cruises, or maybe your specialty is family travel or senior travel. So you pick and choose the deals that you want to have appear in your newsletter. You have some real estate up here to put your own message, your personalization, and you can email these off in a very simple CRM to your customers. Maybe this week or this month it's cruise, and next month it's theme parks. You know, completely up to you how you use it. And then, so important is what we call post office, and that is our direct mail and email marketing system for you. Because here's what happens. You're going to do a wonderful job getting someone excited about an opportunity in travel. And Inteletravel is going to look great, and our marketing materials are going to look great. We're going to welcome them warmly, and we're going to get them all set up. And then it's like, now what? It's like deer in the headlights. Now what do I do? Who do I sell to? How do I do it? And my answer to that would be, well, new travel agent, you need a marketing plan. But I'm afraid that answer is probably not very helpful. That will terrify them, right? Most people think marketing plan, oh my God, what is that? How do I do it? So what we do at Inteletravel is we give you essentially an instant marketing plan. Here are about 150 direct mail and email campaigns every year already set up for you. Each of them has an exclusive offer from a top brand, okay? Something that can't be shopped around while we're offering it. And it has a customization for you. So your name, your contact information, no one else gets involved in the transaction. You opt in to each one of these that you want to be in. So this week it's Royal Caribbean and Talc Tours, and you don't want to do it, you don't opt into it for your customers. You get a little email that says, this is what's going out, do you want your customers in? And you just click no, and it's over. If you click yes, the system will tell you which of your customers fits the profile for this offer. Because, you know, you don't want to be sending your 20-something newlywed couple a Holland America Line cruise offer, probably. It's not the right age category. They're not going to be on the right ship. The system will tell you that, because we've actually gone and data mined your customer's name and address, and we've appended all kinds of information. I know this is creepy. This is what the stuff the credit card companies do, but we work with a big company called Cohorts. They do this for us. They append all this information, and now we know everything about your customer, and we know they either fit or don't fit this particular offer. Now, you can still send offers. You can override the system and send what you want, but we're telling you which of your customers fit it. Now, are most likely to react to it, right? This is good marketing, targeted marketing. On the printed direct mail pieces, you're often offered 50 of them free, and then the rest, if you want to send more, you can purchase. And remember, this is being put together for you, negotiated, printed in full color, customized for you, mailed with the postage, and they cost you only 50 cents a piece, which is essentially the postage only, right? If you want to send more than the free allowance. And then email is totally free. There's no charge for the email campaigns at all. Professionally designed, they look same as the brochure, and they go to your customers absolutely free. So when I said instant marketing plan, if you opt into all or most of these, you've got 100 or 150 campaigns in a year going out with exclusive offers targeted to the right people in your customer list. That's your marketing plan. Anything you decide to do above that, maybe you're going to parties and talking to people, you're holding travel nights in your house if you want to, you're sending other emails of your own, you're going to bridal shows or fairs and have a booth, whatever it is you decide to do is just on top of, it's gravy on top of your existing marketing plan that you turned on with basically a click. So this is really, really powerful stuff, and there is no cost for you to access it. There is only cost if you go over the free allotment on the printed stuff only. That's the only cost. So I think those are the most important tools that I'm going to stop on now, and there's certainly a lot more here to support you. We do send out an incredible amount of communication about travel. So this is also a difference, perhaps, to some prior experience of yours. But you've probably been at companies that send you a lot of support about marketing, right? About selling the opportunity to other people, but maybe they've been weak on the travel side. We touch you every day at Inteletravel with emails about special offers. Now, we don't spam you. Every email is very, very valuable. It has a bonus commission and a bonus offer, a contest, a giveaway, an exclusive offer. So consequently, we don't get any unsubscribes because everything we're sending is carefully disciplined to have lots of value for you. But you're getting information from us every day. And we know you have busy lives, right? You maybe have other businesses you run, or you have children and families, us too. So we get it. We dropped sound for a second. And if I have you back, then I was talking about Marriott Preferred Agency Program, only 75 agencies in the country. You make a booking at a Marriott, then you go to a special site we give you that where you can register your booking, and you and your customers get special benefits, an in-room gift, a welcome letter from the manager that recognizes you and your agency having sold the room, and has some special benefits that come along with it, maybe an upgrade or free Wi-Fi or any of those kinds of amenities. And it's a great program that is very, very rare in the industry. Not many people know about it. Our FAMs, I did want to mention this before we close. So in a couple of weeks, in 2 weeks, we actually have a FAM trip coming up to Jamaica with Sandals and Beaches Resorts, sponsored by them, exclusively for Inteletravel. There are no other travel agents invited, and we're bringing a large group of our agents to 2 resorts in Jamaica, 2 Sandals resorts in Jamaica. We're visiting a total of 5 resorts, touring them, having dinner, having lunches. We have morning classes, and as a result of that, you become a certified sandals specialist in their program that gives you special benefits, access to special deals, access to special agent privileges, and VIP support as a travel seller from them. Your afternoons are mostly free, evenings are free. We're doing some social things together. It's a wonderful trip. It's 5 days, all inclusive. Of course, it's Sandals, so it's luxury. Premium drinks, activities, entertainment, all the food, everything is included, and our agents are paying $199 to attend. That is typical of our learning events that we put together ourselves. Now, this is in addition to everything that's available from our preferred partners and available in the industry to travel agents in general. These are Inteletravel's exclusive educational FAMs. We've done Walt Disney World, sponsored by them. We've done Universal Studios. We've done Royal Caribbean Cruises. We've done major tourist destinations like New Orleans and New York City and Houston and Galveston. We do ship inspections as part of these, cruise ship inspections. We have an amazing time. We have some coming up in 2016. We have more events with sandals like this. We have Club Med in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic is hosting us for a similar program. We have a Norwegian Cruise Line 7-day cruise, and we have a Royal Caribbean 5-day Bahamas cruise, all coming up in 2016 exclusively for Inteletravel agents. And we try to price them all the same way and include everything in them like this. So you come back from these trips not only having had a great time and a real experience of Sandals or Disney or Royal Caribbean, but you come back really knowing something. You come back selling more, I guarantee it, and earning more money. So I'm going to check the questions one final time here. I'm sorry about the little blip in service. With the fam trips, if an agent is not able to be there for the entire time, can an agent still attend? That's a very, very good question. And I'm going to say for the most part, no. You need to participate in the entire program. That's the condition from our suppliers, right? From Sandals or from Disney. There is some, it doesn't hurt to ask, and there is sometimes some ability to be flexible, but oftentimes there is not. So I'm just being totally upfront with you. There's a reason for these trips. They're for you to learn, and they don't want you to miss the important content. Are the exclusives available for all 4- and 5-star hotels? No, I wish they were. There's probably not a way to do that. They're available for the participating brands. The brands are excellent. They include Starwood brands. They include Oriental, at the top end, Oriental hotels. They include Fairmont, many of the well-known luxury brands, but it's certainly not all 4- and 5-star hotels. Are there other questions about the program? I did want to show you that we work very closely with CLIA. CLIA is the Cruise Lines International Association. That's the marketing and education arm of the cruise industry. Inteletravel is one of only 3 agencies in the country invited to hold our own educational event inside CLIA's major event every year, which is called Cruise 360. That is the #1 travel event of the year. Inteletravel holds its own boot camp right within their program in Fort Lauderdale at the Convention Center. Last year, an independent travel agent could have attended CLIA's program. It's a 6-day program with ship inspections, and you could have attended all or part of it for $239 as an independent travel agent with a legitimate travel agency. Because of our Diamond membership, we would have discounted that $100, so you'd only pay $139. But what we actually did was we included our boot camp in addition to the CLIA program, and the entire thing, all 6 days, including Inteletravel's own itinerary, was just $99 for our agents. And it was an amazing time. We had a lot of fun, and everybody learned so much. Any other questions for you? You can, everything we do, webinars, conference calls, recorded and hosted in your back office in IntelliTutorials. You can replay it at any time at your convenience, as many times as you like, absolutely free. We have webinars every Tuesday night, and we have still nationwide conference calls with an interview with a supplier every Thursday night. We still do those for folks who are not yet comfortable with the webinar technology. And those are great to attend, great education. All the top brands participate in that as well. I hope this is giving you at least an early view of the Inteletravel program, and that you take a moment to compare it in your mind with companies that you've known from before or where you've had experience before. I don't believe there is another program like Inteletravel's or even close. There is certainly not a host agency that is in the same sort of leadership position in the travel industry. So I think we are a superb partner for you, a superb product for you to offer. You can offer it with pride, with guarantee, with the knowledge that your customers are getting real value, either by becoming an agent or by purchasing travel from an agent, and hopefully that agent is you. A final question about GDS. So we use a graphic interface. You don't have to learn how to use the GDS system like Sabre or Amadeus or Apollo. We use an easy-to-use graphic interface. It is the latest technology. I could do a webinar just on one of the booking engines alone, so we don't have the time this morning for me to demonstrate, but it was completely rebuilt 3 years ago and is undergoing a new generation in the first quarter of 2016. We share the same technology partner as American Express, so these systems are developed for both of us, and we bring them on board, but many of you know how large American Express is or how well known, and their travel services and even their credit card concierge services use this same platform for travel. So it is all the latest bells and whistles, slides and controls. It is tremendous content. There are, over 200,000 hotels now in the booking engine. As I said, over 50 car rental companies, and the most cruise companies in a booking engine anywhere. We have 36 cruise lines now participating in the booking engine, including the European-based cruise lines and cruise lines around the world. So you will find that technology extremely satisfying and very easy to use. We have webinars for tips and to help you with it, but it's all intuitive. Just like you didn't have to take a class to use Travelocity or Orbitz, you don't have to take a class to use our booking engines. All right, everybody, I've kept you way beyond my time, and I apologize for that. I want to thank you. I look forward to meeting you all individually. We have some live events that we're planning coming up with Planet, and so we will do that. And again, I want to thank you for your early support. I hope you enjoyed your sneak preview. No one else has gotten to see any of this yet, and I look forward to a tremendously successful partnership with you. Good morning, everybody.